What's good with you, Tommy? How you feeling today, bro?
Feeling good. Let's go over this good old NXT. Cause holy shit.
Yeah, man. Me and Tommy are in the booth here alone. No Mr. Blood, no Toxic. We were the only ones that caught this TNA versus NXT showdown, which was originally named Invasion, but for obvious reasons, it had to be changed to Showdown. And I don't usually watch NXT, man, but I'm glad I watched this fucking episode, dude. It was fucking wild to the point where I'm like, oh, we got to talk about this, Tommy.
Absolutely. Holy shit. Just how most of these matches went. It was absolutely phenomenal, especially with Ethan Page and Mustafa Ali, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, dude, that match right there. I think I can it's safe to say that for me personally was one of the best matches I've ever seen on NXT. Period. Like I knew they were going to have a good match, but god damn, man, they fuck I was watching it in the room alone, and I fucking stood up and I gave them a fucking standing ovation after that fucking match, dude, cuz it was fucking insane, dude. It was lovely.
And it's only a matter of time before that man gets pulled up to the main roster, too, because let's be honest, he's on that route.
Well, yeah, let's get to it later on. We're going to start off with the opening match. The Hardy Boys, TNA's tag team champion to start off the NXT show. And I was not expecting that because, I mean, I've been following what they've been doing on NXT and TNA with the clips and the social media, but I didn't really look up this card at all because I just wanted to see what they were going to do. And they started off with a bang. The fucking Hardy Boys on WWE TV. I know it's NXT, but that's still WWE, which is always fucking good to see. And what better way to start off this Tuesday night competition because AEW was having their go home show at Daly's Place the same night. And WWE said, all right, well, we're going to start off with former AEW talent, WWE legends, current TNA tag team champions for our fucking show. And not only that, it was champion versus champions. The NXT tag team champions versus the TNA tag team champions. Winner take all. Now, this was a high stakes match, obviously, because there was gold involved, but also who's the better tag team? The TNA tag team, the NXT tag team. And the Hardy Boys wrestled. Who was it? I forgot their fucking name.
Dark State.
Dark State, thank you. Which also, this is the first time I've seen them in the ring. Pretty decent, young looking guys. There's a few botches there during the match, but I mean, I'm not gonna hate on it too much because it's the Hardy Boys. These guys are veterans, they're legends, and they're facing a young tag team from developmental. So no, I don't expect this match to be perfect on point because again, Hardys are up there in age. These guys are really, really young and green. But the match still. First of all, Tommy, before I give my review, let's hear from you. What did you think about this match?
I absolutely loved it. What a way to start off this show. And with the winners being none other than the Hardy Boys, if this means we get them on WWE television more often, fuck yes.
Mm-hmm.
Please, man. Like, come on. Just seeing the Hardys go on WWE TV at all as of late. Hell yeah. I am so fucking happy right now. Like, I am
Yeah.
so glad that they actually won the NXT Tag Team Champions off of this. Especially from Dark State, their reign has actually been really short because the team that they beat not too long ago, actually, it's been like a couple months, was good old Hank and Tank. So that was interesting to see how that NXT tag team reign went. Didn't really go that well, in my opinion, because their only thing is smashing. But hey, so I am so glad that we get to see the Hardy Boys back on WWE TV with them holding the NXT title, the tag titles. And honestly, these titles were basically the only tag team titles they had left in the entirety of the world of professional wrestling to fucking capture. So there's that as well, because they have held practically every other damn tag team championships in professional wrestling in general.
Wow, that's crazy to think about, dude. But yeah, and to add more excitement to this opening match, wherever the Hardys go lately, it feels like the Dudleys are not that far behind. The Dudleys were in the building too, which was really cool to see, man. On NXT, you have Booker T on the announcer table, the Hardy Boys in the middle of the ring, the Dudleys are in the crowd. It was a crazy fucking moment on this episode, on this Showdown NXT. But yeah, you're right. Double champions of Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. The Hardy Boys are NXT tag team champions, TNA tag team champions, and that just means one thing. We're going to see the Hardys more on NXT, on WWE TV, which who can be mad at that, dude? Yes, I saw some fucking fans online that were like, "Oh, they're so old now. They don't have it anymore." I'm like, "Well, as old as they are, they can still pop that fucking crowd. The performance center felt like they were in a fucking arena. That place blew the fuck up when the Hardy Boys won those tag team champions."
I love the fact that fans are over here just like, oh yeah, they're too old. Really? Are you gonna say that about John Cena? About AJ Styles? Like, come on. Like, there are a bunch of quite old WWE wrestlers from the past that are still currently on the main roster. Are you gonna say the same thing about them too? Like, come
Yeah,
on now.
yeah, and they sold like hell for these guys, the Dark State, right? That's what the tag team is called.
Yeah.
They fucking sold, the Hardy Boys sold a shit ton for those guys, man. And it, the match wasn't perfect, but it got to the point. It did the job, which was to start off the show with the bang. We got new tag team champions. The match made sense, and the fucking place loved it, and they popped from beginning to when the Hardy Boys music played all the way to the end when the referee hit that 3 count. It was fucking great, dude. What a fucking way to kick off NXT Showdown, I thought. Any closing thoughts, Tommy, before we move on?
Not other than the fact that it's going to be very interesting to see what happens after this with the
Yeah.
Hardys, especially with the fact that they are going into tag team action with the Dudley Boys on Sunday.
Is it this Sunday?
It's this Sunday.
Fuck, I'm going to have to watch that too. All right. Then we go from one tag team match to a 4-way tag team match, an 8-woman tag match. NXT, that team from NXT versus the team of TNA, the Knockouts division over on TNA. And I don't even remember who was all in this match. Jordan Grace was a special guest referee. And Tommy, maybe you can help me with the names of who was in this match, but the NXT team ended up winning this match, but they gave these girls, it was a long time. It was a long match, and everyone got their shit in. Everyone looked good. The women's division looked strong in this match. After like 10 minutes, I completely forgot that this was an elimination match because it was pretty even for the most part. No one has gotten eliminated, and I'm like, well, when do the eliminations come in? How long is this match going to go? But they had some good looking spots and some not so good. There was a moonsault that one of the TNA girls completely missed. And I think the right team won because despite how they put this match together, how it was set up. I genuinely believe that NXT women's division is in fact the better division for the two. I've seen the women's division on TNA. I've seen the women's division on NXT, and it made sense to me that the NXT team won this one. But the stuff that they did in this match made sense. Like, there was a lot of little things in this match that even from someone who doesn't really watch NXT can understand what's happening. Like Kaylani Jordan, who was on NXT. She's currently the TNA Women's Knockouts champion. But instead of being on the NXT team, she's on the TNA team. So that causes a lot of like conflict of interest between these girls. Like, oh, she's from our brand, but she's fighting against us. And the announcers did a great job of explaining everything that's happening. Lola Vice, she's in the same team as her rival, the current women's champion, who they're going to have a match at some point, but they're on the same team. So they have issues there. And then Sol Ruka's in here too. And it's just like, there's so much storytelling between everyone here. And it was entertaining and it made sense. And I really liked this also. But what did you think, Tommy?
I honestly thought it was a great match. The official head-to-heads were JC Jane, who is the NXT champion, Sol Ruka, who is currently the Speed and Women's North American champion, Lola Vice, and Jada Parker going head-to-head against Kalani Jordan, Mara Sade, I think is how you fucking pronounce her last name.
I think it's Sade.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it's Sade. Yeah.
Casey Lee and Jesse McKay, who are the current women's TNA Knockouts tag team champions as well.
And they're former WWE stars too, aren't they?
I believe so, yeah. But I love the fact that the one person they put to referee this just so happens to be a former TNA wrestler, current NXT wrestler. So her and Joe Hendry both, who was the one for the men's, both of them have been on both sides of things. Joe Hendry is still on TNA, I believe, but has been showing up more and more on NXT for some reason.
Yeah, because his contract in TNA is about to expire, and there's been reports that as soon as that happens, Joe Hendry is going to sign with the WWE.
Okay, that explains that. But both of them have been on both sides of things. So overall, the trust on both of them splitting it down the middle, even Booker T was like, I don't know about that, but because of the fact that they love both brands. But the question remained, was there one side they loved more than the other? That was where the question of whether they will split it down the middle was held. But overall, I did absolutely love this match, how it ended, everything else. I thought it was a phenomenal match. One of the top, for sure.
Yeah. Well, for me, the top match of the night was the next match, one-on-one, Ethan Page versus former WWE superstar Mustafa Ali from TNA, currently from the what's the name of his faction, Mustafa Ali? Do you remember?
I can't remember for the life of me.
Order 4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And I'm a big Ethan Page fan. Mustafa Ali too. He's been doing great fucking things on TNA, and he looks amazing. He looks in great shape, and I kind of felt like this is Ali's time to show the WWE, like, look at what I can do. Look at what I'm able to do. And he was really showing out in this match, dude, which was fucking great. Because, you know, Mustafa Ali got released from the WWE a couple times, if I'm not mistaken. He went to TNA. He's been holding it down over there. This is an opportunity for the WWE fans to see him again. And he's grown so much since then, Mustafa Ali. But he's going up against Ethan Page, current North American champion or Canadian champion, whatever he calls the belt now. I don't even know. And I knew this match was going to be good, but I did not know this match was going to be this fucking good, dude. Like we said before, man, like a standing ovation from me with this. They build up to those important spots greatly. They had scary moments in the match. They had what the fuck moments. They had high flying moments. You know, Mustafa Ali diving through the middle rope onto the announce table, taking Ethan Page out. You know, they had false finishes. This was a pay per view main event match, in my opinion, dude. Like, and again, this is someone who does not watch NXT a whole lot. This is just, I'm going into this show cold. I don't know what we're going to get. I'm just here to see what the fuck happens. And these motherfuckers blew the fucking roof off this fucking place, dude. And the finish, the finish was fucking amazing because it was unexpected. It was like, oh my God, did that just really just happen? Mustafa Ali dives to the outside of the ring through the middle rope, takes Ethan Page out, throws Ethan Page back in the ring. But since Mustafa Ali got all tied up on the announce table, Mustafa Ali goes to the top rope, getting ready to hit his big 450 splash or 540 splash, whatever it's called. And he has a cable tied up on his leg from the announce table. And he's like looking at the cable, trying to get it off of him. And Ethan Page takes advantage and launches him off the fucking top rope onto the floor. It looked like the fucking craziest thing I've ever seen. And Mustafa Ali sold it like $1,000,000. Ethan Page throws him in the ring, takes advantage, hits his finisher, 1, 2, 3. But man, the selling, the psychology, the everything in this match for me was fucking picture fucking perfect. And Tommy, you know me, the people that listen to us know me. I don't say that too often about any match because I'm a huge asshole when it comes to the perfect match, if I like it or if I don't. And this match was fucking amazing. It was lovely.
I will say this. One of the biggest parts of this build when it was first announced, like a couple weeks ago, was that before he was released the last time, he had earned this opportunity, but it never came to the point where he was counting the days entirely to when this match would happen. So there's that as well, that he absolutely earned and deserved this match. And boy, did it fucking show. Because holy crap, I have said time and time and time again that good old Ethan Page, his heel work is absolutely phenomenal. He is one of the greatest heels on NXT right now by far, to the point where even like going for the head onto the post like he did, like even that move on its own, and then him kneeling down to him and said, "Hey, how about you smile a little bit?" Like his heel work is absolutely phenomenal, and it absolutely showed during this match. I do feel like the right man won here, especially knowing that the tag team titles had just been lost like 2 matches prior. So I do love the fact that Mustafa deserved this match. I said that before. I will gladly reiterate it right now. He did. And he did not hold back, neither did Ethan Page. And that is the main reason why I absolutely loved this match as much as I did.
Yeah, man. The right guy definitely won. Ethan Page retained, but Mustafa Ali won the crowd. Mustafa Ali won the audience respect. Mustafa Ali fucking he no pun intended, he showed down for sure, on this fucking TNA versus NXT thing that they did, man. I can't wait to see Mustafa Ali again on NXT TV for sure, man. All right, it's time for the main event. So we only had four matches. One, two, three. Yeah, four
Yeah.
matches, huh?
Yeah.
All right. This was the men's tag team match. TNA, the team of TNA versus the NXT team. And before we get into it, can you read off the names for this one, Tommy?
On Team NXT, it was NXT champion Ricky Saints, TNA world champion Trick Williams. You've got Javon Evans and you've got Miles Bourne going head to head against Mike Santana, Moose, Frankie
Kazarian.
and then Leon Slater.
Correct, yeah. And again, man, after seeing that fucking match with Ethan Page versus Mustafa Ali, I'm like, how are they going to top that? How are these guys going to top that? They can't, right? But even then, these 8 men still showed out and still had one hell of a main event. For this one, now this is for all the people that are saying, like, oh, and the WWE is just trying to bury TNA and make them look like shit. Well, the TNA men's team went over in this main event, and it was by a landslide. Like, they fucking dominated the men's NXT team, and we're talking about Trick Williams, Ricky Saints, and top guys in on NXT. The TNA team beat them. At one point, it was like 4-on-2 with Trick Williams and Ricky Saints being the last two guys until Trick Williams walked out on Ricky Saints. Typical heelish Trick Williams, where he just said, fuck this, I don't need this, I'm out. Which left Ricky Saints alone versus 3 TNA guys? Or was it 4? It was 4-on-1, right?
Yeah.
But this is why I love this. Ricky Saints is the new NXT champion, and that just makes perfect sense, because now you're putting your newest top guy, the newest NXT champion, in that position to see, okay, what is the champion, the new champion, going to do? Is he going to get beat, or is he going to go down swinging? And he went down swinging. Ricky Saints eliminated 2 guys and was left in a 2-on-1 situation by himself, but it made Ricky Saints look good. I'm a fighting champion. I'm no coward. I can hang on my own. I don't need Trick Williams. And that's what you want your NXT champion to look like. And I thought that was fucking lovely, man. See, this is why I love... I'm going to sound like a fucking dick rider or whatever. The WWE does shit that just makes sense. Like this. This makes perfect sense. The TNA team won. They went over. They looked good in this match. But your NXT champion Ricky Saints came out looking even better. And I thought that was fucking amazing. Even though they lost, everything about this was fucking great. I'm sorry, it was fucking great.
Yeah, for the people saying that WWE just wants to put down TNA, I am going to remind you here. First match of the night, TNA ended up getting the NXT Tag Team Champions. Mustafa Ali had one of the greatest matches of all time, because holy shit, that was good. And then you've got this. that ended up being a 4-on-1 matchup, an entire team of guys against the singular NXT champion. And you're over here trying to say that WWE just wants to bury TNA? Because Showdown definitely disproves that alone. So there's that. But I do completely agree with you that Ricky Saints truly proved that he absolutely is a fighting champion. He is no pushover. He absolutely is over here just like, well, Trick Williams may have just abandoned me. I don't give a fuck. You're all mine now. Let's do this. That's what I love about Ricky Saints. Even when he was first brought in and all of that, my thought process on it was, well, this is going to be good. It randomly started as Ricky Staines and then transformed into Ricky Saints, which honestly I feel like is a better name for him because Staines as a last name, fuck no. But again, Ricky Saints has proved time and time again within the last 2 weeks. I will also remind you that he literally just turned NXT champion and he's already doing this shit and proving that even when he's put up against the odds, he's still going to fight through it. There you go. Right there. That is to show you that Ricky Saints is definitely not a pushover. And I absolutely love that about how Ava and Shawn Michaels are booking all of this.
Well, I don't know if Ava's doing the booking, but yeah, she's more like a on-screen character, if anything. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, man, this was one hell of a show. I'm really glad I watched it. Yeah, and I can't wait to see what happens next, man. Which is, also another great thing about this show because you want to see what's going to happen next with these people. So yeah, we're definitely gonna keep a close eye on NXT now. I think I want to make this a regular thing, Tommy, where we can talk about NXT if you're down.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
Right on. Well, that was our review with the Snug Wrestling Podcast here when we went over NXT Showdown, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace.
That was 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet.